that has never been on the channel. I am excited about today's tour for 3 separate reasons. 1, I already mentioned. 2 is the design of this home and how they built it specifically for this placement. We'll talk about that as we go through the tour. And number 3, this is actually somewhere that you can come stay in the home and try it out for yourself, which is pretty cool. Let's go check it out. This is the nest at Crazy Creek, designed and built by the Mint Tiny House Company. What we're looking at here is 14 feet wide. It's 27 feet long for a total footprint of 378 square feet, and you will not believe how much they have packed into that space. We'll jump inside in just a second, but first, let's have a quick look around the outside. Starting at the back of the home, there are a couple things I want to mention right off the hop. Number 1, that's 1 of 2 heating systems for this home. Number 2, they've got a shed roof, which I am a fan of. And number 3, I want you to notice this window right back here, because it is instrumental to how this home looks and feels on the interior. You'll see why in possibly 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Now, on the front of the home, they've got 3 exterior lights. They've got metal siding, big window into the living room, and one of the things that I really like is this covered section over the front door that was built on site. And one of the reasons that I like it, not only will it cover you from the rain if you fumble with your keys coming back, but I do like the copper color that they've chosen. It just kind of gives it a little bit of pop that, yeah, looks great. Now, one more thing to notice, the round window, not something you see every day, but I have noticed that on a few homes here at Crazy Creek, so dare I say, it is a signature look that they've got throughout the resort. Coming around the end of the home, better look at the shed roof. And when I talked about the design in the intro, this is what I was talking about. So, you'll notice there are no windows on the end of this home. That is because it would be looking out at the street. Around the back, there are no windows on the back of the home because that would look directly at nest 167. And this was all intentional. So when you're inside the home, you do feel very secluded. I was just in there, and it almost feels like you've got your own piece of the forest. You'd never know when you're in there that there are people probably 40, 50 feet away on either side. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about shortly. You know what? Why not do it right now? So let's head inside the nest. It is designed for 2 people, so let's check it out, shall we? Welcome inside the nest. Stay a while, won't you? Fun fact, this home was manufactured a mere 39 days ago, so they were not kidding around on the delivery, setup, and landscaping of this home, because here I am 39 days later, and I'm literally moving in. That's my bag right there. There is a lot to like about this design, and one of the things on the top of that list is how, even though it isn't the biggest home that I've ever toured, you're not missing out on key features like storage. So right by the front door here, they have got a full-on coat closet for more coats than I've ever owned, and they've got a place for my bag down there, another place up there. I don't even know what I'll put there. Maybe my tripod. There is a lot to talk about in here, so let's get to it. Let's start this off with a look out the front window, and I'll show you how the design makes this feel so secluded. So you've got the big window on the front and you're looking out to nature, boom. You've got the fire pit there, picnic table. There's the next cabin, but because they've got a full wall with no windows, again, it does feel very secluded here in the nest. Coming around this way, they've got the wood accent on the windows as well as on the ceiling, which does give it that cottage feel. And this is something that's cool. Every window on the front has a shade come down from the click of one button. Kind of fun. Send that back up. There it goes. And also they've got the eating bar right there, so you can look out into nature. Now, I did talk about the coat closet by the front, and as promised, tripod has gone up top. Let's get into this kitchen. So first things first, we've got the sink here, and below, typical stuff, nice open cabinet with a spot for recycling. Dishwasher beside that. Then we've got the microwave with a pots and pans drawer underneath. We've got a bank of 3 drawers on this side, so usually, yep, that's going to be the cutlery there. I'm not sure what's in the rest of these. We'll find out together. Lots of different things. Looks like they've got everything you might need for a weekend away, including a cheese grater. Fridge is on the left-hand side, freezer up above, fridge down below, got the essentials for my night. Above that, they've got a cabinet with 3 shelves, and moving back over, let's have a look at the countertop. So they've got the 2-burner cooktop, place for coffee, a little bit of space for prep there, and the sink is on the right. Above that, they have got a set of cabinets with a different color that kind of pops. I like it. So this is going to be a perfect spot for glassware. Vent above the cooktop, and plates, bowls here. This is the biggest cabinet of all. And finally, you've got my keys and a mixing bowl, which I probably won't use. Dang it, I should have brought popcorn. Coming around this way, we'll get a look at the accent wall and the studio layout. Here it is. This is the big reveal, okay? So they've got a king-size bed right here. And remember at the very start of this video, I talked about this window at the end? Well, now you see why. So they've got the frosted glass on that. And one of the things that I really like about this is just kind of how that looks. Looks like this is out of a magazine. So you could sit there, have a bath, and just relax, knowing you're basically in nature right on the other side of that window. I just think that look is so cool. So here we go. We've got the wood accent on this entire wall. And again, I did mention it runs up onto the ceiling. They've got the built-in night tables there with the reading lights above. So I do see 2 switches here. Let's see. That controls the entire home, meaning this must control the light. So that's kind of cool. You can lay into bed and then turn off the lights on the ceiling. I like that. Here again is the heating and cooling up top, and they've got a baseboard heater down below as a secondary. And over here, this is almost like, again, a spa section. They've got a dresser right here. I'm not sure if this ships with the home, but is definitely fixed to the wall now. So I'm guessing that it did, especially because it does match the cabinets in the kitchen. So, ooh, games. I'm gonna win at one of those. They've got spots to put away your clothes, but this is the coolest spot, I think. Bathroom's cool as well. We'll get to that in a second, but this tub right out in basically the wide open of the home is a very nice feature, and something that again works so well in a hospitality setting like this one. If this is something you're going to live in full-time all year round, maybe you don't put a tub in the living room, but for this setting, I love it. All right, you got a towel hook right here, okay? And coming around this way, you can set the temperature. We've got the lights right here. I'm going to crank those up a bit, so dimming on all of them. Let's head into the bathroom. So we went from what looks to be maybe a vinyl plank onto a tile floor here. They've got a walk-in shower. So you have the soaker tub and the walk-in shower. Bit of a tinted door, glass door on that. That's cool. So they've got the black hardware in here, and here is the round window I was telling you about from the outside. So right below that, you will find the toilet. Beside that is the vanity. So They've got a mirror there with the, how does this, backlit portion. Okay, there's that, and kind of a unique sink right there with the towel shelf down below. Is there anything behind this door? Yes, there is. There is another place to hang a towel, as well as another baseboard heater, which is great. All right, we're gonna go back out. We're gonna get one last look at this tub. I'll swing around. We'll get one last look at the living space, and then I'm gonna head outside and wrap this thing up. There you have it, folks. The Nest at Crazy Creek, designed and built by the Mint Tiny House Company. Again, 14 feet wide, 27 feet long, studio layout, designed for 2 people to come for a night, 2, or even a week away. If you want to do just that, I will put the link to Crazy Creek down below in the description, so check that out. Lots to do in the area. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.